Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Ur, there lived a man named Abraham. He was a righteous man, chosen by God for a great purpose. Abraham was married to his beloved wife Sarah, but they did not have any children. One day, God spoke to Abraham and said, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's household and go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." Abraham, trusting in the Lord's promise, obeyed without hesitation. He gathered his wife Sarah, his nephew Lot, and all their possessions, and they set out on a journey to the land that God would reveal to them. As they traveled through various lands, Abraham encountered both blessings and challenges. At one point, there was a famine in the land, so Abraham and Sarah had to go to Egypt for a while. Worried about his own safety, Abraham asked Sarah to pretend to be his sister rather than his wife. Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, was captivated by Sarah's beauty and took her into his household. But God intervened and sent plagues upon Pharaoh and his household. Realizing that Sarah was actually Abraham's wife, Pharaoh confronted Abraham and asked him to leave Egypt. Abraham and Sarah continued their journey and returned to the land God had promised them. They settled in the land of Canaan and lived as nomads, moving from place to place. Along the way, God renewed his promise to Abraham, saying, "Look up at the sky and count the stars if indeed you can count them. So shall your offspring be." Abraham believed God's words, even though he and Sarah were growing older and still had no children. But God remained faithful to his promise. When Abraham was 99 years old, God appeared to him again and made a covenant, saying, "I will make you exceedingly fruitful. I will make nations of you, and kings will come from you. I will establish my covenant as an everlasting covenant between me and you and your descendants after you." God changed Abraham's name to Abraham, which means, "father of many nations," and Sarah's name to Sarah, meaning, "princess." And in their old age, Sarah miraculously conceived and gave birth to a son, whom they named Isaac. As Isaac grew, God tested Abraham's faith. He commanded Abraham to take his beloved son Isaac and offer him as a sacrifice on Mount Moriah. Trusting in God's wisdom, Abraham obeyed. Just as he was about to sacrifice Isaac, an angel of the Lord stopped him and provided a ram caught in a thicket as a substitute for the sacrifice. God commended Abraham for his unwavering faith and provided blessings upon him and his descendants. Abraham lived a long and prosperous life, seeing his family grow and witnessing God's faithfulness throughout the generations. He became the patriarch of the Israelites, a chosen people with whom God would establish a covenant, leading to the birth of a Messiah who would bring salvation to all nations. The story of Abraham is a testament to the power of faith and obedience, showing that even in the face of challenges and impossible circumstances, God's promises are true, and his plans are perfect.